Hi, this is Dr. Paul with carinjurycare.tv/Citrus Park. And we're talking with Dr. Wallace Wade about the question, and essentially we answer common questions about automobile accidents, okay? And we're talking with Dr. Wallace Wade in Citrus Park here about whether or not you should hire an attorney and what his experiences are. And Dr. Wade, I'm sure you've been asked that by many patients, haven't you?
Yes.
And what generally is your consensus? Should they or should they not, a patient, hire an attorney if they're in an automobile accident?
Oh yeah, they need to hire an attorney to help them in that case. Many times they think that it's going to cost them, and actually it doesn't cost them. An attorney will help them get a case and settle it for probably 2 to 3 times more than if they tried to settle it themselves, and also trying to go through the intricacies of dealing with a claims adjuster.
So one of the main fears that you found that patients do not hire an attorney is what? They're afraid it's going to cost them?
Yeah, they're afraid that it's going to cost them, and they can do this on their own, and they'll save money that way.
I see, I see. And in your experience, you found that they actually receive, are you saying they actually receive higher compensations if they use an attorney?
Yeah, average case 3 times.
Okay. So just from a purely financial aspect, they actually will make more financially using an attorney. Is that what you're saying? On average. On average.
On average.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then what are some of the reasons dealing with attorneys? What can the attorney help the patient with that they would otherwise not be aware of, that they could be potentially running into trouble with if they do not have an attorney?
Well, first of all, they're going to make sure that the automobile that was damaged is going to be taken care of. They're going to make sure that they get them a rental car so they can get around to work and the other activities that they do. And then if there's any wage losses, that attorney will make sure that they get paid for their loss from work. And so it's very valuable because he's qualified in that area, and he knows of a lot of things that they wouldn't even consider.
So I imagine there's a lot of paperwork involved to have all that done, isn't there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it would help if the attorney just handled all the paperwork and the legal aspects.
Yeah, they'll be sent all kind of paperwork to fill out, and the attorney can help them in that area, get it filled out and filled out properly.
Have you had any experience with patients who you've worked with and treated who have not hired an attorney and some of the problems they've had?
Oh yeah, I've had cases where they thought they could do it on their own, and then later on they have trouble getting the car rental paid for, or even the insurance company will say, no, those injuries to the car, or the crash and everything, that wasn't involved. How could this happen or that happen? And attorney will be able to deal with that, and also making sure if they take off from work that they are compensated for that.
So the attorney can help them get compensated for work lost?
Yes.
Okay. Now what about the medical or health related bills? Have you experienced any problems with patients not getting their medical bills paid from the auto accident injury when they do not have an attorney versus the ones that do get an attorney?
Oh yeah. So sometimes the claims adjuster doesn't believe they need that type of proper care, and he will deny that claim, and then the patient has to deal with it because obviously it's the patient's responsibility. We try to help them in this clinic here, but an attorney is much more qualified to talk to that adjuster and reason with that adjuster to make sure that they pay their medical claim bills properly.
Have you ever had a patient who did not get an attorney and was glad they didn't when it was all said and done?
No. Never had a patient that's told me that. No.
Okay, okay. So generally speaking, it sounds like it's well worth the time and effort to deal with an attorney.
Absolutely.
And if they don't have an attorney, can you help them deal with an attorney that can help them properly with their case?
Oh, absolutely, because when they have injuries, they need to see a physical medicine doctor, which I am. And I'm qualified in that area to do impairment ratings. So I work with attorneys that work with chiropractors. Some attorneys don't think about working with chiropractors, or they're not qualified or certified in personal injury work and auto accident. Might be a family or friend attorney, and I can refer them to the proper attorney to help them.
Okay, so if somebody didn't know of where to turn to get an attorney, they could turn to you and you could direct them to an attorney who definitely knows how to deal with personal injury cases.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, real good. Well, this is Dr. Paul with carinjurycare.tv/Citrus Park, and we're talking with Dr. Wallace Wade. And you can get 50 more videos of common car injury questions and answers, and all you have to do is go over to carinjurycare.tv/Citrus Park. Go over there right now, and there's plenty of free information on car injuries and common questions and answers. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye.